Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Sorry, I think you guys can see me. I know I can see me in the camera. I know it's a little bit darker than it usually is, but we're going to get through this. If you're wondering what this is our workout for today. I have it written down, just not on the whiteboard, but I have it. So today we do have some upper body work. We are going to start out with some stretches as always. So today, put that down. We are going to start out with some jumping jacks, just kind of getting that heart rate up. So we're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. So just jumping it out. Just keeping it nice and controlled, nothing too crazy. Something to get us warmed up. We're going to stop it in 10. And then I promise we'll stop jumping. In 3, 2, and 1. So placing those palms down by the sides. We're going to take those arms out now and go into some arm circles, still tapping out those feet, keeping that heart rate lifted. Since we just got it up, we might as well keep it there. All right, so tapping out side to side. We're going to reverse those arms the opposite direction in 3, 2, and 1. So flipping it around, keeping those arms up nice and high. Wrote in pencil, so it's a little bit lighter. We are going to go into a little arm stretch, obviously. We are going to place that right hand to that right side in 3, 2, and 1. So bringing that right arm to that left side, left arm up, pulling that arm in. I'll get it together for the other one. I know my left and rights, I promise. So just keeping it moving. We're going to drop that right and go over to the left in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right, taking up that left and pulling it in. Squeezing it in nice and tight. We're going to drop down the arms in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking down those arms, taking those fingers, we are going to lock them in together, hinging at the hips, leaning it forward, just stretching out. Right here, you can kind of sway side to side if you'd like. Kind of feels good on those hamstrings. I know we're not working legs, it just feels nice. Taking those arms back 1 more centimeter, stretching it out. We're going to rise it up in 3, 2, and 1. Rising it up, shaking out those arms. We're going 1 more round of jumping jacks in 3, 2, and 1. So jumping it out, arms above, drop them down. Hop it out. If you need to, just step the feet out. We're going to go for about 10 more seconds and we'll get started. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing those arms down by the sides. I'm going to go over what we're going to be doing. So take this time. Make sure you grab your water like I did not. Grab your towel like I did not. I have everything. I don't know why I didn't grab everything. Okay. So making sure you are more prepared than I am at the moment. Like I said, I have it, just not by me. So we are going to be going into a high plank. So from here, kind of go sideways. So we're first going to come out. So feet are going to be spread. If you need to modify, just drop down to the knees. We're going to take the forearms down, take it palm to palm. So keeping those hips nice and still as you can as you take it down, up. Then we are going to go into some tricep dips. So those fingertips are going to face forward, planting those feet, lifting up the hips. We're just going to dip at the triceps and pressing it up. So just dip and press, keeping those elbows in tight. We are then going to take it into pike push-ups. So those hands are going to come down. We're going to go into a little pike position. We're going to take that head down and pop it through the biceps as you rise up. So we're going to take it down and press. So those are our 3 things for our first round. Are we ready? So we're going to start in about 15 seconds. I'm going to run and grab my water really, really quick, and I'll be right back. And we will start. We're ready. I didn't think I was going to need my mat. And I was like, oh, forearms down. that might hurt on wooden floors. All right, so that first thing we are starting out with are those commandos. So remember, we're taking down, down, press it up and up, keeping those knees or those feet spread apart, whatever position you were in, but we take it nice and controlled. So remember, keeping those hips as still as possible. We're gonna go for 10. So taking it down, down, up, up is 1. I'm gonna go for 10. All right, so starting in that high plank, or those knees are down, but we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping that right foot, then that left foot, rise it up, shake out those arms, and then we are gonna go into those tricep dips next. I'm just gonna spread this out. Make life a little bit easier, you know. All right, so we have those tricep dips in about 10 seconds. Fingertips will face forward. So taking a seat right now, planting those feet, planting those hands. We lift up the hips and we're just gonna hinge. So we're not hinging at those hips, we're hinging at the elbows. We take it down for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those hips down now. We rise it up, shaking out those arms. We have our pike push-ups in about 15 seconds. Okay. Bring my water a little bit closer to me. Told you I can't prepare. Just left it all in the other room. Okay, so pike push-ups. We're gonna hinge at the hips, taking the hands down, piking the hips up. We're gonna take the head down, press it through, bicep, head through those biceps. We're gonna go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk those feet forward and rise it up. That was round 1. Round 1 done. On to round 2. All upper body today. I feel like that was really quick. I think it's because we started out with jumping jacks, so I'm like, I don't know, got that energy right up. Okay. So in about 10 more seconds, we start again with those commandos. Remember, we take it down, down, up, up for 10. If you need to modify, come to those knees, just spread the knees apart. If you're on those toes, keep the feet spread apart. Also, if you're on the toes, make sure your hips aren't lifting up. Try and keep them aligned in that high plank position, like as you're taking it back up. All right, so we go down for 10 and up. Going in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping those feet forward, shaking out those arms, and breathing. And breathing. Don't forget that. We have our tricep dips next. So we're going to take it down to the ground in about 10. Starting to head down. Just getting prepped and ready. Feet facing forward, fingers facing forward. Lifting up those hips. We're going to go tricep dips for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those hips down, rising it up, shaking out those arms. We have our pike push-ups. And that's it for round 2. Then we move on to our 3rd round. I almost said move on, but we don't. We have one more round. But we're halfway if you think about it like that. All right. So we hinge at the hips. We take those hands down, piking up those hips. We go down for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking those feet forward, pressing it up, shaking it out. One more round. Just one. All right. So we start with those commandos once again for our last time. Taking it down. Remember, modify on those knees. Challenge, take it up to the toes. I'm going to do it modified this time. So I'm going to spread my knees, or if you're on those toes, spread the feet, but we're going to take it down and up for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking it up, all the way, stretch it out. Swing it out. We have our tricep dips next. All right, so let's take it down. So fingertips face forward, feet planted. We lift up the hips, keeping those elbows tight to the body. We go tricep dips in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those hips down, and we press it up. One more time. We have our pike push-ups in about 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay. Are we ready? So we hinge at those hips. We take those hands down, tuck this in so my shirt doesn't cover my whole face when I come down. Okay. So we take it down for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking those feet forward, pressing it up, and shaking it out. You guys have 1:15 to, I almost said to chill out, but to actively chill out by tapping it around, walking in circles, or getting that extra cardio in by adding in those jumping jacks, mountain climbers, or jog in place, butt kickers, high knees, whatever you'd like. I'm going to go over what we're going to be doing next. So let's watch. Okay. So we're going to be going into shoulder taps today. So if you need to modify, remember on the knees, knees apart. You can shoulder tap it out this way, or you can take it to the toes. You can shoulder tap it out this way. Just keeping those feet spread, or those knees spread. We are then going to go into those W extensions, laying down on the stomachs, lifting that body. We're going to bring the elbows in, pinching and squeezing, and out. In and out. So we're going to go for 10 of the shoulder taps. Left and right is 1. 10 of the W presses. And then we're going to go into some Supermans. So we're going to lift up the arms and legs. So we're going to alternate them. Get more in camera. Half my body's in, half my body's out. We don't know what I'm doing at that point, or you do, but this makes it easier. So we're going to lift up. So the right arm with that left leg, left arm, right leg. So we're going to alternate it. We're going to go for 10 of those. This one is going to be 10. So it'll be 10 left and right, like left, right, 1, left, right, 2, or right, left, so on and so forth. So we have those shoulder taps, we have those W extensions, and we have those alternating Supermans. 3 times. We'll go in about 30 seconds. 13 seconds. Okay. So we just move around for the next 15, and then we're going to meet down on the ground. So remember, you modify on the knees or you challenge it on the toes. Either way, the knees are spread and those hips are hinged forward, or we're on the toes. Those hips are not hinged forward and those feet are spread. All right. So we go those shoulder taps for 10, right and left, left and right, whatever you start with, that counts as 1. But we go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hop or step those feet forward and rise it up, tap it out. We relax actively for 15 seconds. And we go into those W extensions, taking it right back down to the stomachs. So we take, I almost said we take a seat on that stomach. We lay down on that stomach. If anybody can take a seat on their stomach, I would like to know how that works. Okay. So we're going to remember, we're going to lift up, elbows pinch and squeeze as we bring them in. We extend them out. We go for 10 in about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it forward. We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing yourself back, sitting the hips back. We're just going to stretch the arms forward. From here, taking that right hand, we place it through that left side, placing that right ear down. Taking that right side back to center. And then that left hand comes through that right side with that left ear down. Taking it back to center. And we walk those hands back. From here, those hands are going to go by the sides. Just take a deep inhale up, stretching up nice and long. As you exhale, place the hands back down. We're going to lay back down on the stomachs for those alternating Supermans. So those arms come out, legs extended. We're going to lift up that right arm first with that left leg, switch it over. Just remember, we don't drop all the way to the ground as the opposite side is not working. But we're going to go for 10, like so. Right arm, left arm, right leg is 1. So we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, pressing the hips back, and press yourself up. Set. That was 3. That was 3. 3 went by really fast. Today's just a quick day, I feel like. Okay. So we start back down with those shoulder taps. And so remember, modification or you challenge it, either way, as long as it's a challenge to yourself, that's all I care about. So, I mean, you guys saw in the last ones, what was it for? It was for those commandos. I was like, well, what did we just do? On my third round, I modified on my knees because it was still challenging for me and it still kicks my butt every time. But I did the first 2 on my toes. So you can always switch it up if you feel like switching it up. But we take it back down right now. All right. So we start with those shoulder taps first. Then we go into those W extensions, into those alternating Superman. So this is round 2. We're going to go shoulder taps. I'm going to modify on my knees. So taking the knees apart, hinging the hips forward, or you're on those toes in that high plank position. Stacking the shoulders over the wrist. We go for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting those hips back, pressing yourself up. Round 2 of those is done. Of just those, just those ones so far. We have those W extensions. We're going to lay down on those stomachs. And then we have our alternating Superman. So we have 10 of each in about 15 seconds. So just getting ready in position right now. We're not starting just yet, but we lay it down. We extend the arms and the legs. And remember, we lift up, we pinch and squeeze as we bring the elbows in and extend it out, and we go for 10 in about 5 seconds. In 3, lifting up 2, and 1. So lifting up, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing yourself back, rising up, stretching it out for a second. If you want to join me in these stretches, coming down deep and just kind of opening up those hips a little bit. Mine just feel a little tight right now. I know we're working upper body. My hips are just a little tight. So you can keep moving around in these. I just figured it's stretching time, so I want to get a little stretch in. All right, pressing it up. Moving it around, we lay back down on the stomachs in 10 seconds. Remember, alternating Superman's right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. As you lower down, we do not touch the ground all the way because that is a resting point and we are not resting yet. You will get that minute and 15 to rest. I do promise you that after the next round. So we lay it down on the stomach, stretching out nice and long. We have our alternating Supermans lifting up in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. So we go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those hands by the sides. Sitting those hips back, stretching the arms forward. And just hold it here for a minute. Walking those palms back, tucking those toes and pressing it up. So we have one more round of our shoulder taps, one more round of our W extensions, and the last round of those alternating Supermans. We're ready because we go in about 10 seconds. So we just get ready in our positioning right now. Remember, modify on your knees or come to those toes. If you're on those knees, those hips are forward. We are not sitting them back to shoulder tap. We are hinging them forward. So keeping that belly button plugged into that spine, we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tucking those toes and pressing it up. If you were on those toes already, then bend at the knees and rise it up nice and carefully. We tap it out and we lay back down the stomachs shortly in about 15. So we lay back down, extending those arms and legs. Okay. So remember, we lift up and we squeeze those elbows in for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So lifting up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing those palms down, setting those hips back, stretch it out right here for a second. And walk those palms back, rise it up. Whatever stretch you feel is necessary right now, please take it, because we are going to be going back down to the ground for those alternating Supermans in 15 seconds. Okay. Laying back down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So laying back down. Stretching out nice and long one more time. From here, remember, we're going to lift up, opposite arm, opposite leg. We go in 3 for 10, 2, and 1. So lifting up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing back, we stand it up, and you guys get about 1:15. So I will go over what we're doing next. Just keep moving around. Don't just stand still, and don't sit down. Don't lay down. If you're laying down, make sure you're still moving your legs or moving your arms or something. Okay. Move into a little bit of abs. A little bit of abs. All right. So our first thing, turn my mat a little bit. Non-stick, so it doesn't really slip, which is good. Don't want it to slip, but right now I wanted it to slip. Okay. So our first thing, those feet are going to come together. Those knees are going to be out. Those hands are going to be kind of up and out. What we're going to do is go into some crunches in this position. So we're going to lift up and out and back down, lifting the shoulders, lowering down. Okay. So we're going to go for 10 of these crunches. We are then going to go into those in and outs, fingertips face forward. Those knees are going to come in and we kick it out. So in and out. The way it sounds is the way it is. We are then going to go into some hip dips. We're going to be in a low plank, and then we're just going to dip the right hip down, twist to the center, left hip down, back to the center. So we'll go for 10 of those. So for our crunches, we go for 10. For in and outs, we go for 15. And for our hip dips, we go for 10. But remember, the right, then the left counts as 1. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not that way. All right. So we're gonna go in about, you guys, another like 40 seconds. And then we'll get started. Hopefully everybody's Monday went very well. Tuesday, still fantastic. Hopefully it's just a good week for you guys. It's starting to feel nicer outside, sunshine. Get a little bit of tan on if you have a pool, or if you know somebody that has a pool. Go swimming, the lake. I love summertime though. Definitely a summertime person. Okay, so we're gonna take it down to the ground, just getting ready. So laying down on our backs, those feet are gonna come together. Knees are gonna be open, just hanging out here for a second. We have a little bit of time. And remember, arms are gonna come up and out. We're gonna crunch up and out. So keeping that chin, try to keep it off that chest. Don't tuck it in because you kind of, I don't know, you take it out of your abs more. We want it to be focused only on the abs and not on that chin in, because then it makes it a little bit more difficult to breathe and it's just not as effective. So just keeping that chin lifted off that chest as you take it up. But we're gonna go for 10 of these in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knees together, hugging the knees into the chest, and kind of shaking out those legs a little bit. Maybe move side to side, shake out those legs. We're going to stay seated because we have our next move in the same position, just not on the backs. All right, so in about 10 seconds, remember we go into those in and outs. Those feet, we're going to flex them. We're going to bring the knees into the chest, and we're going to extend those legs out towards the wall or whatever is out in front of you. Okay. So those fingers face forward, placing them right by those hips. We're going to lift up those legs, flexing those feet. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10 or 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knees in, turning it to that side, and bringing it to those knees. Extending that right leg out. Kind of press the toe in into the ground and then press that heel back. Bring it forward, shift it back. We're going to switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right knee, extending out that left leg. Dipping that toe in, we're going to press the heel back. Just finding that good stretch. Roll it forward, back. However long you need to stay in it. Rolling from side to side. So we have those hip dips next. We're going to go for 10 of these hip dips to the right, center, left, center. And that counts as 1. All right. So taking it down to that right elbow, that left elbow, we're going to tuck the toes, hips in line, and we go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, taking it up, rising those bodies up. We shake it out. We have 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds of some abs and core. This next one for those crunches, I feel like we could do more. I feel it. So we're going to go 15, 15, and then 10 hip dips. Because we can do it. because we can. We can challenge ourselves a little bit longer. So we have 2 more rounds. And then that's it, guys. Before I say that, I should probably look to make sure that's it. So then I don't be like, oh, just so you know. Yeah, that's it though. Okay. So we're going to take it back down to the ground for those crunches. Remember, we're going 15 this time. So laying those backs down, those feet are going to come together. Knees extended out. Arms up and out. We go for 15 in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 13, 11, 9, 8, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering it down, bring the knees together, and sit it up, but stay seated. Taking those legs, extend them out, kind of shake them back and forth. Maybe roll those ankles side to side. Or make it a variation. Just move. Because we have those in and outs next. Feet are going to be flexed. Bring the knees in first, extending them out at that point. And remember, we go for 15 of these as well. I hear music in the background softly, so taking what I can get. Okay, fingers face forward, knees are up, legs up, feet flexed. We are going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping those legs down, shaking them out one more time. We're going to come over to that right side in 3, 2, and 1. Flipping it over. Coming to a tabletop position, same thing, extend that right leg, dig the toes in, press that heel down. That left knee is underneath that hip. Just kind of shift back and forth in that right leg. Keeping that neck extended, nice and long. We're going to switch legs in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the right knee underneath that hip, extend out that left, dig the toe, and press the heel. And we're just going to saw it back and forth through that leg. Nice and controlled. Because we have our hip dips, we're going over to the right, to the left for 10 in 3, 2, and 1. So we drop it down to that right elbow, left elbow, we tuck the toes, and we take it to the right in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, walk those hands back and press yourself up. Give you guys a little bit of a break, and we go into our last round. Our last round. This is what happens when I don't just randomly talk throughout the workout, is we actually get the workout done pretty quickly. I feel like it's when I start rambling. I'm talking to you guys like you're right in front of me some of the times. And so I tell stories. Okay. So we're going about 15 seconds. We start from the beginning with those crunches. This time, since it's our last one, we go for 20. We go for 15 of those in and outs. And then we go for 10 of those hip dips. So it's our last round, except for we are making it more of those crunches. Bringing in 5 more. Because what's 5 really, right? What's 5 more? Now, if I were to say we're adding 20 more to do 40, then that's a like, okay, you need to chill out. But it's 5. We can do 5, especially for our last one. All right. So let's get ready. Dropping it down, laying it down because it feels so good, right? All right, taking those feet together, knees apart. Arms are gonna come up and out, and we go for 20. I'm gonna count by 10, so if that's why it gets confusing, I'm gonna go 10, 9, 8 to 1, and then 1 to 10. All right, we go in 3, 2, and 1. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping it down, knees together, shake them out, extend that right leg, that left leg, shake them out. Inhaling the arms above the head, shaking out those legs. Exhale the palms down. Inhale them up one more time. Exhale them down, coming to a seated position. Using that momentum to swing it up. All right, so. How's everybody doing? So we get those fingertips to face forward. We have those in and outs. We go for 15. This time we're going to point the toes instead of flexing them. So we're going to point them. Don't flex. But we go for 15 in 10 seconds. Just keep tapping it out, move around. Maybe you guys have music on, kind of sway to the music. All right, so taking those feet up, pointing those toes. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So 15, 14, 12, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, or 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, drop the feet down, shake them out. Rotating to the side in 3, 2, and 1. Rotate to that right side. This time, so coming to a tabletop position, we're gonna walk that right arm out, that left arm out. Those hips stay lifted. And we're stretching out right here. Taking it back to tabletop in 3, 2, and 1. Lifting up. Right palm, left palm underneath those shoulders. We're going to take that right elbow down, left elbow down. Tucking the toes, we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So we tuck the toes and we take it over to the right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down to the knees, coming back, sitting the hips back. And guys, that is it. I'm like, wait a minute. We're golden. We did it. We did 3 intervals, 3 rounds of each. Like I said, this is what happens when apparently don't talk throughout the whole thing. Okay, so tomorrow we have full body. Thursday we have lower body. Then you do have yoga on Friday with Casey. So thank you guys all for joining me today. Hopefully you got a little bit of a sweat on, your heart rate got lifted, and we worked those muscles in that upper body. All right. Well, I will be talking to you guys tomorrow, but have a great rest of your day and go and have a yummy lunch. Bye.